Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'm going to be answering this question where someone shared that they've had all the tests. They've had the barium swallow test, they've had endoscopy, they've done all the scans, and nothing is there. Like everything is really, really fine. And now they're wondering, but why is it that they are afraid of choking? Or why is it that they are still afraid of swallowing? So the answer is very, very simple. When you've done all the tests and nothing is there, it simply means that that thing is somewhere else. It's in your mind. Like the fear actually is not in a physical part of your body. Like your throat is not broken, your gullet is not broken, your tongue is not broken, nothing is broken. But now, where the broken is, it's in your mind, or rather, it's in how you perceive swallowing. You may perceive swallowing as something which is dangerous or something which is harmful to you. Let's say there are a number of causes to this. Let's say it could be you were eating some while back, let's say a few years ago, and then your anxiety kicked in. And it was not really because of the eating, maybe just the eating triggered your anxiety. So, what happened is you ended up seeing that eating or that swallowing as something which is very, very harmful to you. So your body's fight and flight response kicked in and really saw the need to protect you from swallowing or protect you from eating. So anytime you think about food, anytime you think about swallowing, it's kicking in. And when it's kicking in, what happens? It sends impulses to your throat muscles. Like, hey, something is about to come, so let's tighten. That's what anxiety does. It sends impulses so that your muscles tighten, and when your muscles tighten, actually you feel a bit like there is a lump on your throat, simply because your mind is communicating with the muscle that, hey, this person is not supposed to swallow. Swallowing is dangerous to this person, so let's just protect them. So that's why you do all the scans, nothing is there, simply because it's in your subconscious part of your mind, and that's something which a physical test cannot solve, and that's something even which a surgery cannot solve. Hope that makes sense. So this doesn't mean that you ignore all those tests. No, the tests are okay, because some people may be afraid of swallowing because of a physical aspect, because of bacteria and all those things. But now when you've really exhausted this, it simply means that this fear is a psychological fear, and to overcome this is not really through like it's not really for you to give up and say like, now there is no specialist in this world who can help me. No, it's in you now investigating the source of this psychological fear. And as I mentioned, it could be a traumatic incident in the past. It could be, let's say, some people could be like they were in an abusive relationship, and then their partner kept talking ill at them when they were eating. So you see, the mind will pick up anything it perceives and then keep it. It will, and then it's kind of a, sorry, let me explain it better. So the mind may protect you, may pick up something and then perceive that as the cause of this, even when it's totally unrelated. Yeah. And years and years, the same mind will still be using that response, like, hey, if this person eats, let's tighten the muscles, because this person will choke, or because this person will be in danger, or because this will trigger this person's anxiety. So that's the way it goes. So psychological fears are dealt with psychological solutions. Physical problems dealt with physical problems. So when you don't have when your tests are not showing anything, it simply means that your fear is psychological, and the best thing to do is to work on that subconscious part of your mind, which is now the work I do as a therapist, like helping you bring those aspects in those psychological fears, or those fears locked in the subconscious part of your mind, bringing them to light. Because the moment you bring them to light, that's what you make peace with them. It's just understanding. Actually, healing is simply understanding your fears, like bringing those fears which you really, even you may not even know of, because your mind has just locked them somewhere inside you, because it doesn't want to show you, because it's protecting you. So you may not know them, and you may, and something about these fears as well, you may guess that it's this, but sometimes it's not really it. Because if you knew the fear, you would have overcome it or processed it a long time ago, right? So healing now is processing this fear or completing this cycle of fear. Once you overcome this psychological fear, you realize that actually eating is just an involuntary process, and all along there's no problem with your gullet. Your mind was just driving you to overthink it, or there's no problem with your throat. Everything is just very, very okay. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to chat about it, you can book a call with me. Until next time, have a nice day.